Hey guys, today I'm planning up a hanging basket, and the question I get the most about this is how many plants do you put in a basket? And the rule of thumb is for 12 to 14 inch baskets you can do 3 to 5 plants, and in a 16 to 18 inch basket you can do 5 to 7. So today I'm planning up an 18 inch basket. I'm measured and it's 18 inches and it is quite deep, so there's a lot of room for root growth, so I'm going to err on the side of more plants. And if you've seen any of my past arrangements, you know that I usually err on the kind of stuffed side anyway, because I like things to look really full and pretty right from the very beginning. There are two main ways that people like to plant up hanging baskets, and the most popular way is just to fill them up with stuff that will cascade over the sides, and that is great for hanging baskets that will be hanging up high, because those cascading plants are pretty much all that you'll be able to see. And the second way people like to plant them up, and it's my favorite way, is to plan on having a little bit of a centerpiece in the center of the container. I like this option just because my hanging baskets are usually a little bit lower, so I like to see a little bit of interest. And also, I have baskets that are flat on the bottom, which gives me the option to put them on the ground or on a table somewhere, and that way I still have a little bit of interest in the middle of my pot. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up my basket with soil, and I've chosen 7 different plants. I've got a centerpiece and then 6 different trailers to grow around the outside. So I'm going to start off with my centerpiece first, and I have a Dolce Blackberry Ice Heuchera, which will be a great centerpiece. These get about 18 inches tall. They may not get quite that big in a container, but the reason why I love this plant is because they are gorgeous from underneath. So even if you're looking up from underneath this basket, you're going to still see that beautiful color. The second plant I'm going to use is a Sweet Caroline light green potato vine, and these are awesome in hanging baskets. First of all, I love to have some foliage texture in there just for some bold weight. And these, well, look at this, going to town already, forming some potatoes. These get huge and beautiful. So I'm just going to place this one right on the outside, just like that. Next up is one of my Bacopas. Snowstorm Blue is the variety name of this one, and these are great trailing plants that do really well in part sun areas. Just tuck that one in. Beautiful. Next up is a Frosty Night Alyssum, and not only do these have beautiful white flowers all through the season, but they've got gorgeous foliage too, just little delicate looking leaves with white variegation, which will be a beautiful contrast to my Heuchera. Next is a Catalina Grape Alysha Terranea. These are actually fairly new to me. They've been around for a long time, but I haven't used a whole lot of them until these past couple of seasons, and they are awesome. They bloom just prolifically all through the season, and this one is even more beautiful because of the dual color of the blooms. And then I'm going to do one more of the Snowstorm Blue Bacopas. And last up is a Catalina White Linen Terranea. So you can tell I like Terranea and the Bacopa because I like to use a lot of them. These are just such great trailing plants for part shade areas. And I'll just tuck in right here. It is so pretty and so full right from the beginning. Look at that. This hanging basket is gorgeous right now, but it will take a couple weeks in order to start trailing. So you want to make sure to hang it in a spot that gets the proper amount of light. Water it regularly and fertilize regularly. I do about once a week for fertilizer. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy your hanging baskets. Check out my hose. It's gonna blow! You would think working at a garden store I could keep up on my garden gear. If anybody wants to send me a hose to review, I'd do it. And that's the kind of hanging basket I want in my garden.